What's up, people lovers? We are looking into the 2v2 World Cup Brother-at-Arms, and China A is facing off against China B in the best of 7 here to decide who will make it into the round of 8. The lineup will be Yo+Lyx against Vivi and Tim. We're starting off with Arabia and then alternating home maps. Hidden Pictive, no repeat. I skipped the first Dark Age for us, and we're looking into Mr. Yo playing the Britons. Lyx's teammate is playing with the Franks. On the other side, we have an Ethiopian-Persian composition here, and Yo and Lyx have to be the favorite right here. I don't really know. I think Vivi and Tim is a deadly team as well. Might be really tricky. Everyone with reasonable uptimes. We see Tim, the only one with pop 21. The rest plays pop 20 even. Okay, Tim, he goes for Drush. Okay, that makes a lot of sense with his population then. We'll have enough gold to click up after that. And is he actually on gold already? 2 on gold here. Quite interesting. We'll see scouts out of Vivi. On the other side, archer range from Mr. Yo, and most likely scouts indeed from Lyx as well. Who's building an outpost here at his berries. Not your typical spot. Tries to scout a bit behind, and well, men-at-arms will arrive. Exclamation mark teams if you want to see all the participants out of the... Oh god, can we see those quick walls? Oh, that was actually really well done. And it's rare that we see Chinese players quick walls so well. And yeah, that's because we have an all-Chinese game now for a change. Normally we see them compete in ECL, where they have to face off against Americans or Europeans. Top 8 are getting parts of the 1.3k prize pool, and now that's broken. Let's take a look. We see an engagement here of Lyx. Tim took quite some time, and that is a horrible engagement for Tim. Seems even like, oh, beautiful micro back here, and that's a perfect clear up. Didn't lose a single unit here. Will have 4-0 kills, and well, Tim, he will be sitting behind walls though, so typical style from him. Nothing too surprising here. Vivi, with some of his scouts, will try to attack Lyx at home, and Yo will just wait for fletching and then maybe move out. Not a single farm yet, even pushing some deer, kind of late. 13-minute deer push, but well, still efficient. Probably scouted enough at the front. No, first engagement here. Archers could be around, helping out a bit. Puts the villagers first. Spearman, not really where he should be. One villager kill here. And now some weird walls from Mr. Yo. Puts villager towards the army. But the Frantic guys will be completely walled. Let's take a look. I think this is open, right? Between the house and the barracks. Yes, it is. Nearly missed a whole spotter, and he looks, well, he will get in there as well. Take a look, villagers, all reasonable HP. One will go down, and we'll wall off the rest. So no big losses here. Or is he screwing this up, maybe? No, okay. One down. Gets one volley and gets out of it. 2 scouts, very low HP now, though. And archers, they might be scary at one point. Tim now moving out. I want to see fletching before he hits his opponent though. Blacksmith is here. We'll get it in time. Very open map for Lyx. Pretty horrible. Needs to go for a lot of towers to defend this properly. We'll get another villager kill in the back here. Lost 2 scouts in exchange though. Squeezes the third one through. Can he still get out? Looks like how he's moving. No, he cannot. Yes, he can. Okay. So Vivi actually with the double hold there at the same spot. Some raids over here at the same time. Looks like 2 dead villagers and 1 scout. Being exchanged here. Bit better villager numbers. for the Frantic team, and that's a nice denial. Archers could do some damage though. Maybe that's not a strong defense so far. Weird mining camp for him at the site. Some pressure against the palisade gate. Let's take a look. Defensive tower here at the site from Vivi. Blacksmith, he will be fine. He will be fine. Maybe some more pressure towards the woodline could be better. Oh, that's overchopped, for example. And then he has 0 wood. They're going for the woodline. Looks better for Mr. Yo. Let's take a look. Just going back here. Could be so good for them. Archers of Tim coming over though. Trying to help out. Let's take a look at the cast edge timings. Vivi clicking up any second. Mr. Yo, well, further away, but has a lot of farms. Shouldn't be the worst thing ever. Tim, 300 food, and Lyx clicking up any second as well. Still some more pressure here. I think they can just sit behind that woodline and be super annoying. Yo will be completely walled. Ah, kill that deer. Tim trying to harass this. Will have the hill advantage. So quite okay for him. Second stable for Vivi. Looks they will have quite a similar uptiming, but some losses. Okay. Just ate before starting the series and still had something between my teeth, which I fixed now. Ah, okay, that's relieving. I have no idea what this villager of Lyx is doing over here. Builds an aggressive tower. What? When did I ever see that happen? That's so weird. Does anyone else find surprising that some pro players don't use the perfect farm placement around the GC? Well, it's not that much and not that important, right? But yeah, everyone should know the perfect placement for sure. That's some spearmen going down. Let's take a look here. That's not perfect. Well, you always have one hole, but I think the difference isn't that big. Even like second row farms to first row farms. I did the math. If you have all the upgrades, the difference is like 2.5% of the speed. Oh boy, that might be some dead villagers here. Vivi, oh, not having the greatest map when it comes to wood. And now some losses here, but dead even villagers. Quite surprising. And Yo, do we see the +1 or +2 defense? Not really yet. I think Yo will win this one, right? He has the numbers, has the hill advantage as well. Scout helping out. Oh, Yo in a good position. Where's Tim? He needs to send some stuff over. That means Lyx can defend this. Build 4 defensive towers, and now I know why he was over there, because he was on stone anyways. He will probably get one more kill and then move out. Or move back. Lyx more knights. It looks better for the SY team. I just find it astonishing that China can field 2 teams of this quality. They could field more teams, right? Or, well, it gets tricky. Well, Happy, Jinghua, Paladin, all super accomplished team game players that aren't even in this game, right? And well, yeah, they're 20% of the world population, so that's a good argument as well, yeah. Do they 1.6? I never looked at it that way, but yeah, probably. Okay, now Knights coming over, trying to defend against Tim here. Some crossbowmen with a higher range. What are those villagers up to? Well, dying apparently. Ballistics for Yo a bit later. Tries to debate a bit with the scout. And that's honestly some micro that we've never seen before from those SY guys. Bit surprising here. Trying to run back against ballistics. Not really the greatest options. Not a single team from India. That's interesting, right? How there's never been a good player from India. But well, that's not how it works. Just needs to be popular in that country as well. Just think about how big StarCraft 2 is in Korea, for example. And how out of the top 20 we probably have like 19 Koreans. Well, sounds a bit harsh, but let's say 15 Koreans out of the top 20 in other games. It's just pretty random in some ways. Otherwise, China would dominate every single sport, right? Because they have more players. Yeah, exactly. They're not dominating soccer. Okay, let's take a look at villagers. Actually better for the Frantic team here. Quite surprised that they got such a good defense here. Why was he forced to go back so far? Vivi+Tim now coming around here. There should be a lot of towers though. Let's take a look. Armies are coming over, and that's the crossbowman knight composition we want to see. Is there a Turkish team? No good one. They had a good face. TTCs here from Mr. Yo running for himself, and take a look. It's again ballistic with +1 range, but that's the hill advantage here. Yo+Lyx really trying to take this engagement. It looks like yes, he wants to. Oh, I think they could have found a better engagement here for sure, but it will be the clear up in the end. Saved all the villagers here at the side. They had simply the higher numbers, and yeah. We'll maybe lose some more villagers in exchange of all those crossbowmen. TC will be denied. Maybe could have waited with the villagers a bit longer. Because having that CC up could have been better than, well, maybe lose 1 or 2 more villagers. So, still kind of okay for the Frantic boys here, if you ask me. Update on the villager count. Not 20 more villagers for Frantic. Kind of surprising to me. And now up to Imperial age, Mr. Tim. How did he do that? 3 CCs, I believe the third one just finished. He's now going for archer range number 3 and 4. Those obelisks, they will have some firepower. Well, Uruguay winning 2 World Cups was 1930 and 1934. When, for example, Germany didn't participate because they didn't want to invest the money traveling over the ocean. So, that's so far away, or so long gone. That's not really relevant. Second one was 1950? Okay. Thought it was 1930 and 1934. Okay, but yeah, it is pretty random. We can all agree on that. Let's take a look. Tim trying to chase this down. Okay, that's only a ram. Only mangonel now queued up. That was Paraguay. Okay. Today I learned that I was wrong. Some more night ratings here, and I don't really know what happened. Was it the open map of Lyx that really cost him so much? that they fell behind. They had such a good spot against Vivi and then ran back because some raids in the back. It just feels like Frantic's map was so much better, but well, that's still so much map control. The SY guys. Oh, he wanted to go for the trap here, Mr. Yo. Didn't really finish that house though. Oh, that was last second split. Oh boy, that one wasn't needed. Could have been massive. He dodged it. Let's take a look. Can he maybe get another magnet out? No. Oof. Those arbalists, can they maybe snag everything away from Yo? Could be pretty ugly for Yo. Don't tell me he wants to commit here. Comes the tower, TC's behind. I think he needs to run home, upgrade, and then try to re-engage an imp. Vivi, now reached him, is taking to Cavaliers, Blacksmith idle for now. Expands a bit here towards the gold. Not the greatest stuff though with that one straggler blocking him. And that's just other golds. Actually, those are 2 extra gold spots at the right hand side that he's using at the moment. More archery ranges. Let's take a look at the big go. Mr. Yo, he is going back and only 70%. That needs to be some micro. Needs to go back here. Luckily, he can still pass those gates. And it's no +4 defense on those knights yet, so he can fight those. But arbalists are coming. That's open. You can pass here. Don't need to kill the archer range. 50 military here though, and okay, now Arbalest and Ram push against Lyx, who gets Cavaliers and the +4 defense. Let's take a look. Can easily kill those Rams. And we're just waiting for the upgrades for Mr. Yo. Arbalest here, Bracer and Chemistry. And then he should be able to clear this up though. Long distance, shouldn't be a big problem. 8 against 9 range, soon to be 10. Soon to be 11, right? Yeah, Arbalest give you +1 as well. Oh, do they? No. I'm confused. Why is it only... Geoman is giving you 11. Okay. Oh boy, now the big engagement here. Pikeman upgrade already for Ethiopians, obviously. But Halberdier is something that he might want to tech for as well. Vivi, on the way to getting Paladins. Looks good for the Frantic boys. Overall population lead roughly 40. Arbalists are now chasing this down. No final kill yet though. Starting to set up the trade is Mr. Yo as the very first one. Very little resources here in that area. And looks, he's switching around. Wants to get into Paladins as well. Hugo, thanks for your prime. Now some sling towards Lyx. Clicks up. Oh, gets Paladins now as well. That will be some dead villagers. Lyx, he should know to produce some more villagers. Only has 3 TCs though. This will get tricky. Production won't be the greatest for him. But the raids, not really getting that efficient. Arbalest numbers now moving forward, but defensive cars here for Vivi. Should be pretty nice for him. Version player needs to run now, and those Arbalest, they're in a nice spot. Oh boy, Vivi seems like he wants to commit here. Some status set micro of Yo is needed. Oh, a misclick against... Oh no, it wasn't a misclick, it was a kill against the Wong. Why is he not trying to micro this at all? It's weird. Okay, wants to fight this off here. Where are those villagers going? No idea. Ah, China is okay. Okay, that's the other way around. Then we keep it China B. This is Y, and Frantic is A. Okay. Well, I just kept calling them Frantic and SY anyways. Oh, Tim, that could be some big losses for him. Paladins are now moving in and getting some good hits here for sure. Lyx and Yo, they're playing this quite nicely. I don't really see German yet. Maybe not even a single castle for Mr. Yo. Oh, he has one. So maybe that could be the upgrade for him. Paladins, they are still doing okay damage. Feels pretty even. Overall, numbers are just so much better for the Frantic boys though. 80 military for Tim, and he just has it everywhere. Look at that. Some raids in the back here, has some arbalests around, even starts to push with the third army. And on the other side, only 30 army for Yo and he. Well, that's a perfect positioning obviously, but will it be enough? Caravan still started, so they will go for the trade now as well. And that's just a deadly army. Both SY players at pop 130 when the others are scratching basically pop limit. Defensive castle here, and Yo, well, he goes for Warwolf without a single trap out. Not really seeing why this would be the best choice at the moment, especially for German. Don't forget team bonus for Persians. Yeah, that's pretty sweet as well. More attack against those archers. They are really vanishing. Just got so many villager kills, now runs around. And wow, look at that, massive amount of idols as well. Even going around trying to stop some trade. But Lyx doesn't even have enough corner control. That stone still not properly walled, only now goes for the gold at the side here. And next attack to the center might be finishing the game, but maybe the paladins over here from Vivi are already winning the game. Just seems like that might be enough paladin numbers. Yeah, there are no traps, but all the paladins of Lyx died, and more of the Owless of Mr. Yo are dying here. And sending some villagers to the front, tries to get some more stone, but population is just too brutal. Tries to sneak around with the trade cards, and it seems like the game ended here. So we are all watching Rex together. Maybe the... Well, the other casters are confused as well. I think it will be GG. Over here. If we look at the population, 180, 180, 130, 130 basically. All the push around. Let's just call it GG, and Frantic is leading this 1-0. Would be very surprised if they continue here. And maybe Riverplation dropped as the host of the record. And yeah, Mem doesn't know either. Everyone confused. I will just call it here. Frantic won this one. And they are confused. Let's take a look at the achievements. We have Vivi with quite a lot of kills. I'm a bit surprised how well they hold that early castle aggression. And well, Vivi's eco with Persians was just so good. Persians, Ethiopians, quite a strong composition. We can all agree on that. And maybe Britain's could have done some. Franks are pretty good as well though, so I think, yeah, they did quite well. Yeah, Vivi and Tim won first game. That's confirmed now for us as well. And game number 2 will be Team Islands or Bedouins. Those will be at least game number 2 and 3, followed by Ghost Lake Arena, Rift Island Valley if we all go to game number 7. We will see about that. Is Viper playing for Norway? Exclamation mark. Teams will help you. Find that out. Or maybe you take a look at YouTube and find that great series Viper MBL against Melkor Fëanor from yesterday. Really worth watching. The other casters are just blinds. Now they're asking for the maps. It's all described in the game room. Hi. This rec casting is weird. We're jumping into the next game. And it will be the home map of China B now as well. And I expect them to go for Team Islands. Yeah, and Bedouins being the home map of Frantic. That's what I think. Riverplation organized that tournament, and we are indeed looking into Team Islands here. Mr. Yo playing Italians, and Lux is playing Malian against also Malians, but Malay for Mr. Tim here. Quite surprising to me. And Memp is even saying set off, although it's only like, look at who is casting. Memp, Demisred, Riverplation, me. And they, well, don't want to see me spamming. Feels nearly man. Brazil versus Vietnam could be really good. Yeah, potentially. Well, I think round of 8 will be pretty good for sure. Yeah, I'm excited for that one for sure. Now I cannot even speed this up. Replacement is now natural AoE on YouTube. Okay. Wasn't that the news guys? They had one good English speaker. That would be so good. The videos I really like them. It's just their broken English was a bit too brutal. We played for Frantic team, exclamation mark, teams. Going for the boss now. Big question is, why is Frantic playing without Italians? It's considered to be the best water civilization by far. So has to be some shenanigans here with some landings maybe from Tim. Malay, well, they are nice with the early landing. So like Malians, you don't have Bracer in late imp. Did he sound support in Dark Age? Yeah. I'm surprisingly unexcited for the series. Maybe because I didn't understand number one, maybe because I ate some. I don't know the result. Sometimes I'm bored when I don't know when I know the result. Maybe ask me some questions that I can answer. Maybe we can trash talk some. That could be good. Who's better, Vivi or Yo? I think it's really close. More people say Mr. Yo. He's considered to be roughly the third best player in the world at the moment. No Conitero landing? Well, not from Frantic for sure. And, well, we will see. Maybe later on from Lyx. Nice ideas for the fun day for NIC 2 yet. I'm really shocked how bad the ideas were. Like some really bad ones. And some like, yeah, okay, it's not going to happen. Thanks for trying. And maybe I overread one or two that are reasonable. The map is Tim Island. It's Nilly man. Yeah, it's like I don't want to humiliate anyone publicly, but no but. And that's why I'm not going into detail there. What was the fun day about? Go over to AoE zone. Friday of NAC 2 will be a fun day where we won't have tournament games but some other entertainment. And you can post some ideas for that. I have a lot of good ideas and thought like, yeah, viewers will surely come up, or like the community will surely come up with other great ideas, but for now, not that much. Who would be second for you if yours third? Leary. Mine Coniteros, those pierce armor apply, right? Yes, they do. That's why you kind of picked that. Marathon day on. Are you kidding me? Ah, okay, that's part of the record. So weird that Memp is still allowed to send out his messages. Like, I'm streaming and the rest is not streaming. This is so weird. Ah, yeah. Okay, let's not talk about that. Will other World Cup games be streamed after this? Not on my channel. I think it will be Canada against Austria. Oh god, instant landing by Lyx, instantly spotted. Do we have a landing here? Yeah. Sorry for missing that, guys. So they will fight on water here. On the other side, we have the double landing, both with two villagers. Yo there with the villager to defend, with the scout to defend though, and Tim to defend out here. There might be Canada versus Austria, but I'm not going to cast this. I will host another channel if they cast this. I think they will. Argentina against... Who was it? I don't really know. Argentina should have played, but they screwed up their scheduling as well, and the games didn't happen. So they will play Wednesday evening. Maybe those games will be casted live then. Felix, language. Argentina against Russia. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and it actually was Winchester's mistake this time, because he scheduled two different matches for today as well, and then wanted to play a third one. Okay, one scout out now for Lyx. What can he do? We have Tim without a barracks. Water control over here looks like small advantage for Yo. Can he hold this though? Why is this fire galley not fighting back? Well, he's just repairing for now. Looks good for Tim now. Just make 4v4 team and mega random maps with the crazy Tiff pool like only Argentines at Fun Day. Yeah, that's one of the ideas I'm talking about. Like, you didn't read that I have two PCs. How would you do a 4v4 with two PCs? Those are the people I meant. Like, I clearly say those are our limitations. That's everything more with 2 players won't happen. And then people come up and say, ah, yeah, I read that. Let's go for 4v4. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, sorry for being so harsh. Thanks for trying. Okay, now some landing around with the scouts. Mr. Yo would be completely unprotected. Can play at Rocket Beans TV. Well, that's not the fun day. That's Rocket Beans TV, and they only have 6 PCs. Play a 1v1. Fun day. Make 2 teams, and every team has to switch the player playing the game every 10 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to work because of hotkeys. That's what a lot of people suggested as well. So, yeah, 0 chances. Artemis, thank you so much for the host with 60 viewers. I hope you had a wonderful day. If you're not streaming in German, then Dankeschön. We are going to cast some World Cup games. China A against China B here in the round of 16. At the moment we are looking at Team Islands, the home map of China B, after they lost the Arabia game number 1. We have 2 landings here. Kind of annoying, villagers still around. And we are doing some harassment, but it seems like both teams kind of are doing an okay job of defending villager counts. Somewhat even if we see it both. Did Lyx not take any boars? I think he took boars, guys. I think those are extra boars at the right hand side. Ah, wanting the village in quite quickly. Language, well, I think she's a German streamer, so I wanted to say thanks in German as well. Oh, big demo hit here potentially, and that was not a kill, but still quite some damage here, and he will get some damage done for sure here, at least I thought so. But heavily outnumbered now, needs to be forced back, and another single fishing ship left for him, and just tricky. All the harassment at home. And Yo, also doing some damage over here. Let them play 2v6. Again, we have 2 PCs here, 6 at Rocket Beans. So the most we can do is 3v3. I stream English and German mixture. Okay. Okay, let's take a look here. Wheelbarrow for Yo. What is he doing in his docks? Not really using those. Some moves here still at the front. And we see a lot of demos here from Tim. Still trying to contest this. Late double attacks from Lyx. He has 400 food. Other side also 400 food. A bit more stone. Maybe some switch here. And going for stone. And spying himself up to Castlate. Interesting. Timboy, 300 foods. At the moment, all the landings have been stopped. Another demo hit. And I find some time to read the chat again. How about some 8-player tower defense? Oh God, I can't say it again. Will Larry be at Rocket Beans TV this time? No. What about football stream? Can you get a football field? Something not AoE? No. What about make a 4v1 where the guy only controls the mouse and one only the keyboard? Teutonic Tanks, why don't you read the thread before replying here? Ay, 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 ay. Really getting mad here! This is my angry voice! Oh. Okay, second stable for Vivi. Now builds one at his home base. Lyx still with some aggression. Scouts trying to debate some spearmen here. I see the spearmen doing quite a good job here against the archers, getting some kills. Really, you're not even casting the game. Yeah, I'm getting angry at my chat. I have to put on priorities. Oh, by the way, we have some nice landing here from Vivi. Or how did he sneak around? That's quite surprising to me. Defensive archery range here for Mr. Yo. And he's up to castle. So is Lyx and Vivi. So the only one falling behind a bit is Mr. Tim, who's trying to contest some on water again now. Yo, he's somewhat holding this. And oh, now we know why Tim is so far behind. He is slinging our guy in the blue trunks here. I was trying to make something more happen. Oh, some more sweet pickoffs. Lyx, where is he advancing? Double stable here in archery range. This is still so active, and I don't really see Tim ever defending this area here. Has two spearmen for protection. This mining camp ran out of efficiency, and well, knights should just completely kill him here, right? Yo, somewhat defense at home. No fletching for Mr. Vivi, who is building some camels at home, some knights at the front. And actually, where is he? Ah, now we know where he passed. Lyx, how did he not wall that till the edge of the map? Oh, kind of unfortunately. What's the conversation about, guys? Well, it was some planning for NAC2, the fun day. Some ideas collected for Friday evening. What we should do and Friday at Rocket Beans TV. Fun day idea. We try nearly to see how angry we can get him. Oh boy, you're doing a great job today. Oh, some good demo hits here. Let's take a look. Oh boy, that was a good one. Killed like 1.5 fire galleys here for sure, but that's also like castle age against feudal age. Where are all the knights? Okay, goes for some camels here. Lyx still has one villager. Even could pick up some relics, but he will get so much done against him. Guys, this has to be the 1-1. 1-1 little fun map cup for who of the players wants to participate. Oh, that's an option. Need to get a bit more precise. You can make a German stream, teach them German words. Viper needs to improve a lot. Ah, not for me. And yeah, I think we will need to do everything in English. Even the whole Rocket Beans TV stream will be completely in English this time, because they just had way too many viewers coming over from my channel that got really sad. They couldn't follow some of the action when it comes to casting. Age of King matches? Oh, interesting. Maybe it has to be like Doubt against me then, right? Playing some old Teutonic town center rushes, some Chinese build-ups, some 2000 or 2001 strategies. Wouldn't be that enjoyable for most, I believe. There are very few players who ever played AOK in its vanilla form. Okay, Tim still with quite a lot of villagers. I'm surprised by how well he held here. And after slinging, still with a reasonable castle summon, builds a defensive watchtower. That's something I haven't seen in quite some time. And Vivi, he stays active. Does anyone still have some fishing ships? I see 0 fishing ships on the field. Quite surprising to me as well. Looks not even with the dock at the moment. Think maybe Vivi, well, he has one demo around here. Yo, maybe with the control here. By fun map cup, he means forest nothing only. Haha! Italians OP on water, that's what a lot of people say, right? But it feels like Frantic is disagreeing with them. Castle Cup. Castles plays versus each other and get advice from a top player during it. Well, I think the level of players is just really different, right? So I couldn't play. And let me think about. I don't really know how good Onlu, and I think Onlu is like 1650. Memp, obviously we all know how good Memp is, and I have no idea about Barbecue Turkmen. Maybe if we get 0 Empires around. I think I want to see something like maybe Memp and Onlu 2v1 against Viper or something. Maybe that could be interesting. Need to see about that. Some people on Game Ranger still play 1.0 AOK. Huh? Good for them. Oh, demo, not too efficient. Still some fire galleys. He now switches into war galleys. Do we see a good demo? Oh god, I thought it was coming out at the other side. Would have been such a good bada boom. Seems like both landings kind of stopped now. Defensive siege workshop here. Looks actually trying to steal some of the gold. And cleared that up. So we will transition into late water. And then, well, we might see some harbors actually from Tim. That could be sexy. But Yo, I believe, should be dominating the water here overall. You could do a 2v2, 2 pros versus 2 viewers, but you can have chat make donations that force the pros to do things like delete builds depending on the size of the donation. Not really benefit for the pros, right? But I like the general ideas of 2 pros against 2 viewers and giving them some handicaps. Make it best of 21. Not going to happen. We only have 1 day. Make MBL play Arena. Well, he played Arena yesterday. So it's not that big of a thing anymore. Castles, how do you turn this on against pros? I think castles are good enough to win this game then. Okay, let's take a look at this game a bit more. We have a slight ability advantage for Team SY and could be clicking up to Imp any second. How are we looking on this side? Oh, that looks like an aggressive castle to me. Maybe... No. There's no defensive mangonauts to maybe intercept this. He is so aggressive indeed, Vivi, really delivering up to Imperial Age as well. And he will do quite some damage against... Oh, look at that, beautiful team play. Ha! Yo building this castle so far back. Looks deleting like 12 farms here? Feels like it. Where can I find the idea thread? On AoE zone. Galleon switch now. With those low numbers, maybe could have made an argument for staying on fast fire ships. Oh, interesting. Did Dowd win? I think we can spoiler that. Yes, he did. Maybe we will hold the German championship nearly against Jordan. But I think he will be too good in shape that I have a chance. Maybe if we did it now, that would be interesting. How well I would perform. Vivi now tacking into champions, and that would be quite tough here. Sermon, thanks for your prime. And we see some coins from Mr. Yo. Demos could be pretty good. Let's take a look. Some okay splits here from Mr. Yo though. It's some shots at the front. Galleon upgrade now coming in. Bracer, why is he trying to take the fight just shortly before all his upgrades are finishing? That's kind of a weird decision. Another castle for Vivi, and he just continues with all those moves. Just feels like Vivi is outplaying Lyx here. Oh god, even upgrading with the very low HP dock here. Galleon. Oh. Risky move. Okay, what can the traps do? You're trying to hold on, but just feels like Vivi is too much in control here to really steamroll this. Traps are coming out. If he gets that castle down, I don't really see how they can defend this. Already starting to stonewall up behind this. Not losing some gold, losing some stone. So much control over the wood lines. That house can go down quite easily as well. And then they're just pushing over at the right hand side. Why is Germany and Austria so weak in tournament? Jordan, Larry and you not playing. And there's a Swiss team. I don't know why Larry didn't play. You have to ask him yourself. Jordan and I weren't interested, and I'm not sure if there was a Swiss team. Funny galleons might be doing something, but Tim, he's already starting to redock, and I want to see harbors. Telocracy or something is the upgrade's name. But how do they stop that push first? More traps moving forward. Look at that. Already 3 traps out here as well. They are doing quite some damage. I think it's GG. I think so as well. Thought SY had it at some point here. But it just feels like Vivi's push was way too strong. Did get some sling from Tim, who distracted Yo quite a bit. And Yo, he had some troubles being forced to build some army on land. Now not really very efficient on that lumber line here. Micro scenario journey sounds like fun. Mini turbo random tournament. Well, I'm at the moment thinking about doing like random tiv, mega random, and 2 casters are having the 2 teams fighting against each other. So let's say it's Memp against Barbecue Turkmen, and both of them draft 4 players, and it's a King of the Hill format. So if a player loses, he's out, and the coaches need to send in the next player. So let's say Memp drafts Viper, Dowd, Ted or Jordan. So Dowd loses the first game against Leary, and then Viper comes over, beats Leary, and then Barbecue Turkmen has to decide, okay, now who am I sending in against Viper? That could be good. It's 4 to 7 games, and I think the luck factor could be high. Yeah, I think that could be entertaining. Also like rooting for the captains. Would you have been interested in teaming with Jordan for World Cup if you would play? Yes. If he was to play, I absolutely would have teamed him. Okay, now Elite battles. They can obviously do pretty well against the champions. Now sniping down the traps. Not even the animation is fast enough for all those kills. Mr. Yo coming over with hand cannoneers, and that just looks like Lyx can hold this off at the moment. Water control, somewhat at the side for Mr. Yo. And this game, now with all those battles, actually doesn't feel that over anymore. Tibetos, they are just melting champions. Landing in the north. Instantly stopped. That landing's still active. Should actually be a landing by Lyx though. What about 1v1 with Fatslop? Why do people come up with those ideas? Some demos needed here for Yo, or maybe some fast fire ships in the front at the moment. Those are not the numbers, and Tim gets quite an okay-ish trade here, I believe. Closing down the distance now. Oh boy, I think he's winning this fight. Yo needs to micro back. Instant defensive castle here. Condos won't get anything done as well. Oh, Lyx just received 1,000 food from Yo. And those Chibetos, I think he will just play this very cost efficiently. And Vivi, he invested a lot. Now building some more houses. Not too important though. Did anyone start trading? Not really. Clearing all that up. It feels like maybe Yo and Lyx might have been more cost efficient. And then Geppetto landings. Just think about it. If he lands here, 30, 40 Geppettos? That will get tricky. Yo now landing the front. Some barracks from him as well. What's the tech? Most important in water fights. Have all of them for Mr. Yo. Kind of all of them for Tim. That landing instantly stopped as well. Karambit just clearing up all the villagers. And I think he landed with like 15 or something. Condos won't do much. Just feels like Lyx army. It could be really strong. Potentially both islands. So Yo now going full water. Lyx clearing this up, which he clearly will. Then get back to all these resources. They need to start the trade. And they can just land and prevent Frantic from trading. Lyx now going for some condos. Not sure if those are really needed. And that castle is kind of optimistic. Doesn't really need to protect, I believe. Turn-based AV, each player has X seconds to make orders. Well, the switching around is just so tough for hotkey stuff. Cremata, that was my idea as well. But why no fishing ships? Not that important anymore. You have 100 villagers, now it's to start fish. Won't really help you that much. Tim, maybe even check into galleons now? Not really. Galleons still around. I think I want to see some more side docks indeed. And at that moment Yo is building them. And then try to do some magic with galleons here at the sides. No elite battles for Vivi. I think he shouldn't build a single unit here anymore. That's just complete waste of resources. Lyx is unstoppable at this island with that amount of Geppettos. Just way too good, way too efficient. Traps are moving forward. Yo, even going for heated shot, an upgrade that we see very rarely. Caravans now, where do we see markets being built? Okay, here in the back. And I want to see some markets here. Indeed, Tim is going for those. But they can start trading way earlier. You had control and didn't make a single fishing ship. Well, he had some earlier. It just was a very active game. Maybe a backdock could have been an option for him. Especially with Italians, he could have afforded it for sure. Yeah. Why trade cards and not trade cogs? Well, first of all, trade cogs can be raided way easier on Team Islands. And secondly, trade cogs are always bumping in each other. Just think about it. Trade cards, they're going here and then they find their way to the other side. Trade cogs, if they start from here, they're always going to the shortest dock. Let's say here's the other dock. So we'll all bump up in this small area and we'll all bump up over here and then run into each other. And that makes them very inefficient. Did you cast Norway against Ireland? Is there VOD? Oh boy, you have a great series to watch. I envy you a bit. It's a really good series. Some raids here, not even getting that monastery. Trade cards, going to start here now. Market not that great, and well, another siege workshop, and the push just continues. The Geppettos are clearing all of this. Game is stabilizing, and that's a lot of galleons now. We need some demos. I'm not sure, do Malians have heavy demos? They do, so Malians should build heavy demos, and Italians should go for full galleons in this matchup. Shipwright for Tim, pretty good, and all those fire galleys, let's take a look. The lake, I think they have heavy demos as well, not really going for it. Tries to micro back, nice moves here. And Yo, I think he just needs to go back a bit further. He needs to stutter step micro this a bit. Maybe he's just losing so many resources trying to contest this area. But maybe they felt they needed to. Vivi, he should go full Oh, he's going for fast fires now. I think galleons would be a bad option. And maybe some more demos. And we have harbors for Tim. Missed that upgrade. Lovely stuff. Basically small towers on water here as well. Cannon galleons now for Tim. Lovely to see that happening because they are still somewhat controlling the center area there. Come back for SY, guys. The sling onto the Legion battles really helped out. I need to get some landings done though with all those Geppettos to really use their advantage. So maybe I think sending all the Geppettos over here, make one big fight and then try to sneak them over, but could run into harbors and docks. So really tricky for sure. Maybe they need to camp a bit. Let's take a look. How much wood do we still have left? That's a lot still left for Lyx. And on the other side, are we running out of it? There's some here. That might be some quick scrolling from me. Sorry for that. But I need to get an overview. Okay, it feels like SY might have more resources left. Vivi lost quite a bit in all his attacks there. Harbors is only for melee. We shouldn't really go for galleons here in my opinion. Shouldn't go for water at all. Maybe, I think heavy demos is the only unit you should go for. Tries to micro back the castles. Quite a damage dealer here. Look at that. Castle is like 3 volleying, or maybe 4 volleying. The fast fire ships. Pretty good job. And Yo, he's going for more control. This game will still take some time, guys. Maybe Galleons is the best option after all. Tricky to say. Keep not trying to defend. Does he not even have ballistics? Okay. 62 minute game and still no ballistics. Tower should have been more on that side and over here than here though. Actually, like, that makes a lot of sense, those towers. Oh boy, this is Team Islands and that's a big problem why we don't really see this as one of the favorite maps, because we can get in those stalemate scenarios quite easily. It's one of the few maps where I actually had draws. Those guys trying to sneak around could get some trade kills behind here. Completely surprising to me why Tim is not going for Bracer though. Can you link a VOD of a draw? I think it's not a VOD, no, it was a private practice game. Nice gate to redirect trade. Oh yeah, that's true. But actually, he should have locked it. But yeah, nice catch. Okay, Galleons now moving in. If they can get like 20 trade cards, that would be really sexy. Don't really see that as a big option. Oh boy, that army is completely trapped here. And that is horrible for Mr. Yo. He will lose a lot. Is he trying to go home? Is he trying to fight this? Accepting a lot of losses and will get home with like 10 or something and lost 10. That's just horrible for him. Now tries to rush out some harbors against this. Actually a pretty funny defense. Now pulling some villagers. Look at that, Tim is going for the harbor defense. I've never seen that before. And Galleons, they attacking the villagers. Should actually focus down the trade cogs. I've never seen that before. Oh, you're close to my trade? Well, I will just go for the harbor defense. Lovely stuff. Some aggression here in the front. Quite a bit of galleons here for Mr. Yo. Maybe Farimba landings with some light caps could be good. I have no idea where we see all the Geppettos. So in the main islands. And yeah, that's now completely stopped. Some trade cuts went down, but not too important. Oh, well, Tim, that would be a drop of population here. Heavy demo now for Lyx, finally. Against Tim, who's still facing without Bracer. So weird. Oh, well, those Condotieros are a bit ambitious as well. Does Vivi not have ballistics? Am I missing something? Huh. Doubt one against Winchester. Yes, he did. Oh, that will be a big Vivi landing here, I assume. Mainly villagers. Not getting so excited. Oh boy, and that's galleons without Bracer fighting. Cannon guns now as well though, but why is he always overextending? Why is Lyx not building any docks in the center? He needs to go for mass heavy demos. Not against the galleons, but against the fast fire ships. Trade cut amount, a bit over, well, quite similar. 10 more at the moment for the SY boys. Need cannon galleon upgrade, maybe they can abuse their advantage of the center control. And Lyx, he did build the docks I wanted to see. So good job here. Oh, that could be a trap by Lyx. Is he trying to clutch this? No, he's trying to go for the trade. Oh, I thought he wanted to go for the trap. Tim just paid a casual 11k food to Vivi to make something happen. Here, boy, do some light calf. Cannot tell you the upgrades for the light calves though. Oh, and Lyx, I thought he was going for the trap, but now he is the one getting trapped. Wood price, we are at 106 to buy. You are asking the right questions. Here, cannon galleons now. That was not too great in range of the harbors. And they don't have Farimba. Does Vivi have the castles still left? No. So he cannot even get Farimba. Well, that's just sloppy. Was in for such a long time. Trade now running properly. Relic amount. 2 for each side. 1 still over here. And Yo, I think he should be dominating water fight now. With some heavy demo support and galleons. I just feel Malay Malians is not the right Civ composition. Oh boy, that could be some good hits. Okay, now going back. Still doing an okayish job damage-wise here. Vivi is a man. Very stalematy here, guys. Maybe time to come up with some ideas again to make me rage again. Then why were all the other rounds best of 16? Well, tournament admin decided because it was China against China, they wanted to make it best of 7. Didn't even ask the Chinese guys, just decided it. Kind of a weird move. Oh god, those demos were pretty nice. Do harbors get extra damage against ships with heated shots? I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a look, melee. Heated shot. Towers and castles have increased bonus damage. So no, it's not buildings, it's towers and castles. So no TCs either. GG, by Tim. And Vivi. 1 hour 16 game without the final engagement here, and they had a good shot. Then I think the nice sling for Lyx, Tiberos, the perfect hold. Pushed back here, Vivi just wasting all the resources, and in the end they just had bad civilizations. They simply had bad civilizations. Malay not going for Bracer here as well, but I think 2 civilizations without heavy demos, right? Malay, let's take a look. They have no heavy demos. And on the other side, Malians, I'm pretty sure they don't have heavy demos. Oh, they have heavy demos, yeah. But they don't have fast fire ships. Malay. They have fast fire ships. So, they just built the wrong units. Achievements. Mr. Yo, with all the kills in the world, as he should with the Italians. I'm really surprised by the TIF choice here by Tim. Maybe it felt like the very short distance could do a lot. The big sling towards Vivi couldn't really get the W for them though. Nice choice of units here by Mr. Lyx. Artemis, have a great night. And I can update the scoreboard to 1-1. We might be in for a long one here, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if we go into game number 7. China 1. And I don't really know what the plan is now. Bedouins will be map number 3. Map number 4 and 5 will be Ghost Lake and Arena. What are your thoughts on a tourney where you can only use a Civ once for the whole tourney, similar to the King of the Realms thing? Horrible! Because it all comes down to seeding then. Let's say it is me, Viper, Doubt and Leary playing, right? It is Viper against me, because seed 1 against 4, and Viper can just use some troll civilizations. And Doubt and Leary need to use all their strong civilizations against each other to see who advances. And then Viper gets into the finals and basically has a walkthrough because he still has all the strong civilizations left. So basically seeding decides the tournament. Was first round being China A versus China B decided randomly? What? Makes sense, seeing as they're only one with the 2 teams. No. Argentina had like 20 teams. You have to remember that like we had 100 signups or something for this tournament. How about the next Hidden Cup with only pick each Civ once? Same. Like Hidden Cup isn't really hidden. Everyone knew who they played against. So, no. It only makes sense if you have players that are all at the exact same level. So you have to make seed 1 versus seed 2 and 3 versus 4 and so on. Yeah, then you have a super boring finals. Because it will be seed 1 against, let's say round of 32, it will be seed 1 against seed 17. Only makes sense without Nikov and Brazilians and Chinese and Europeans. Like, you just, people know. It's about scheduling, who's online. Like, it's really well done by T90 how he hyped it as a Hidden Cup. A lot of people approached me prior, let's do a Hidden Cup, and I said it's not going to work. And in my books it didn't work, but people still loved it. I think if T90 did this tournament, same lineup, without hidden. I think he had the same viewer numbers. But maybe I'm just envy. I don't know. Yeah, MBL was fooled. It's like taking candy from a 3-year-old. Doubt not in World Cup 2v2? No, he's not. It worked with the audience somewhat, we didn't really know. Again, guessing was fun. Yeah, as I said, it was sick how many people didn't realize. It's like, it was so obvious who played at so many games. And people were like, oh, this has to be fire. No, this is slam. And like you just knew like how this lumber camp was positioned and how the villagers were microed, you knew it can't be Viper. So instantly rule it out after minute like 4 first game. There isn't a single, there's no second good Serbian player. The second best player is Hiko. He's like 1800 in team games for Nomad. Speaking of Nomad, we have Bedouins, which is a Nomad start map. Indians and Chinese here for Lyx and Mr. Yo. And surprisingly to me, Tim playing Britons and Vivi Chinese. So they are saving Indians for another game. Why do you think BZK has not had a decent success in ECL? They clearly have the individual talent from Rio to Fire Miguel. Togao is missing. Yeah, like the whole top teams were saying BZK won't perform well. Rio isn't in top shape. Fire underperformed in some games. I think Miguel at the moment was the best performer. Yeah, chat was sure who it was. Doubt every time. Yeah, if someone mismicroed, it has to be Doubt. Some quick wall, it has to be Doubt. So I think it was fun to be around. It just like was so ununderstandable for me. But well. Why is Togao away? He is taking half a year off in Malta. How players were selected as representatives. There might be 10 Russians with 2 of them selecting group stage games. There was a qualification stage before that. I didn't like Hidden Cup 4. I could not all remember who player 2, 3, 4 were. Yeah, he will change the name. I think it makes much more sense if we name it, or if he names it like Tomato plays against Pineapple against Apple or something. And then you just can cheer a bit better than the numbers. Like Hidden Cup Apple would be better than Hidden Cup 3. Thing is, viewers are generally below 2K, so identifying those small things go over our heads. So our viewers, for our viewers, it was fun. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. It just for me, it's like tricky to hype it. I was just skeptical. I think it still was a super successful tournament and people loved it, so. And that's what it's all about, right? Yeah. Can we see food collected? Sure. See Tim far behind the other 3. Chinese were the best, Indians here in the back. And Tim is actually the one not being up yet, so he should be furthest ahead. So weird. Britons are just such a bad pick here. I'm really surprised that they didn't go for it. In mini cup during NAC2 wouldn't work as well. Togao is a funny dude. Yeah, a lot of people love him. give them the same color, name them after the color. It doesn't work there unless you go for only 8 players. Can we see food collected? I just did. Yeah, what's the use of Britons? I don't know. I think it's a bad safe choice. Feels like he plays FC here. Scouts and towers from Lux. He should get a lot of villager kills here. Let's take a look how many he can get. Maybe he goes to the tower of Vivi. Is he not getting that much damage done? Or is he? Okay, 3 villagers pretty low. Vivi already up to castle age here. Quite a solid move. And Tim, he's playing fast castle most likely as well. And we see full aggression here at the front. FC from Mr. Yo in the back. But Indian camels against whatever Vivi has to offer will get tricky. Archer range here now. Distance, I believe, just was too short for a fast castle. Let's take a look. That is still open as well on multiple angles. Oh no, only one angle. And at the front. Okay, scouts. And just feels like Lux will keep all this open. Will continue the tower rush and then double stable from the back here. Or will it be double stable? Maybe only one stable. And some camel action. Let's take a look. Tim. He doesn't have the greatest resources either to pick up that quickly. And was counting on those 4 villages at the front. Best of 7 because it's China A against China B. And they wanted to have a longer series to really decide who continues in this World Cup. Yeah, like they also knew, like, if this guy is 1.90 meters and weighs 120 kilos, you kind of can rule Leary out if he's sitting at the other side. You cannot really do the math. And also people said, like, it's shocking how, like, small the APM of Doubt is. Like every other player, they always heard so many keys tipping all the time, and Doubt just casually sitting there. Then you can see the mouse, the keyboard. It will be really tricky. And if you enter the room, yeah, I think it's not really doable. Like, it's so easy to do one single slip up. I think I kind of need to uninvite or like get everyone out of the apartment, then get them in one after each other, and send everyone in the living room except 2 people into the player area. Right? Yeah, so you never know who you're playing. Or you know that already someone is already sitting there. So you know the guy was in front of you. Ah, it's just not going to work, guys. Why is Yo behind everyone? Well, he's already on the way to Castle Age and added 2 TCs, so he will go for the big boom. And they will play a lot of map aggression here, will put on the Stranglehold. And I think this game might be decided early imp by Mr. Yo. That's my prediction here. Why Britons? Question often asked. Not really answered well. We don't know. Britons just seems like such a wrong pick here. Maybe for the army composition. Knights and crossbows. But yeah, they're just so behind in all regards. Looks like we're even going for fletching. Super annoying with all his towers here. Yo's coming back with his camels. We'll try to clear up all those crossbowmen. Bot can arrow both off for him. Looks even going for the +1 defense for his spearmen. Wants to take further engagements against knights here. Vivi now with the monastery defense. Just feels like the boom of Yo should be completely out of this world pretty soon. And that's the beauty of crossbowmen here. You can always find so good spots in all those spawns, but well, not with those numbers. If you have like 15 and being clumped up at that spot, that's so much better than only having 4 and can only be attacked. Only 3 can be attacked. Some more farms would be nice. TC number 4 for him now. On the other side, how many TCs do we have here? 1 extra TC only. Tim, 10 villagers behind. After, I believe, only losing 2 or 3 here at the front. Kind of surprising to me. Lux, though, still in fuel age. So he will take some time, towers up a bit more. He is just one of the most annoying players ever. Vivi getting Vivied. Actually, Lux was Vivying before Vivi Vivied. So, I think Lux is just getting Vivi is just getting Luxed. Please pronounce the C in Civs as S and not as Z. Zivs. Divs. Okay, weird div choice here. Crossman now moving forwards. Don't really get too many kills. Simply too many defensive towers here by Lux. Great usage of his div here. Just get another tower up. Some are blocked by the monks though. Guys, I don't really know what happened to me. Yesterday I was so excited for the series and felt like could be so entertaining, and today maybe it was too long of streaming. 2 days in a row, 12 hours or 10 hours, 11 hours of streaming. Today already 7 hours in, and maybe I'm worn out a bit. I don't really know. Pronounce whatever you want. No, it makes a lot of sense. Like if I knew how to do it, like Zivs, and I should say S. Zivs, that it just feels weird. So I really appreciate it. A lot of people messaging me like, yeah, you're doing this and that wrong, try to pronounce it that way. I'm super thankful for that. And trying to instantly change that and even getting some good feedback after that. But that was something I couldn't really implement. One doubt. Yeah, for example, gill nets. People made fun of me that I called it gill nets. And now I adjust it. That's how I roll, guys. Gill nets. I never care about pronunciation. Well, my job kind of forces it into, right? Or forces me into taking care about that. And what did I tell you? Early Imp for Yo will be the deciding game, I think. Lux could have even gone for the sling here with 40 villagers. With all his towers, Castle Age won't really help him too much. And just
less than 3.
Just some more camels could have been so much better. Ragnarok, thanks for 3 months. Less than 3 to you as well. Can't really do the difference between Z and S either in English. I have no idea. It was so tough. The toughest thing for me was... It's kind of the most important thing, or one of the most important things actually, to pronounce Viper. I always said Viper. And I never realized, like people said, oh, you need to say Viper, not Viper. And I was like, what's the difference? Yeah, you're saying it Viper, but it has to be Viper. And I was like, what is that? I have no idea. And then I actually asked an English teacher, friend of mine. And I said like, I'm always saying wiper. What am I doing so wrong? And then he explained to me how the V works. Oh, no, the first one who ever explained to me how the V works. And since then I'm saying the Viper. Shortly before him, you're really not willing to take any engagements here. Heavy camera and +4 defense flying in for him. And then he can take all the fights. 91 villager on his side. Needed to go back a bit. Population not looking too great for him, but or for his whole team. I still think that this is way too open and he will do heavy damage. Although Tim is up now as well. Okay, clean up against all those crossbowmen now. I also say food instead of wood. Well, those are two different things, my friend. This is food and this is wood. I hope you try to troll. Try to troll back. Oh, aggressive castle from Lyx. It's like it was real criticism, then wood can be food. Oh boy, Glocken. I still have a very good screenshot of you where you were asked, Glocken, are you gay? What does gay mean? Being happy and in peace with yourself. Oh, then no. Something like that. And who's also not happy is a guy who tried to build a doubt castle here at the front. And needed to wait a bit longer for the Imperial camels of his teammate to come over, which now are here. And trying to help out a bit. So if you ever feel like I'm heavily mispronouncing anything, yeah, I'm very open to it. Send me a PM and I will try to implement it in the future. During the stream, obviously, it's a bit more tricky. Just pronounce it like I wrote it. It's not food, but food for resource 3. What? So, like, food. Food. No, that's just so wrong. Glassfeld. Food. Food. Food.
Food.
I need some
food.
To not starve, I need
food.
Wood can be some
food.
If you build a lot of farms, you can get
food.
If someone is really tricky to you, you can get. Oh no, I wanted to get fooled. Ah, damn it. Can we get back to the game? Why, my friend? I told you, early imp camels will win. I already told you at minute 13. Why do we need to see more? You already know what's happening. I already watched those games. Some sheep raid in the back. Okay, what else is going on? So, how many stables do we have? Only 5 at the time. Getting some raids over here. Nice denial of that TC. And we see the sling. 100 wood from Mr. Yo towards Mr. Lyx, who has 4 TCs running for himself. Now tries to boom up a bit more. Lots of map control for them. Completely open still from the earlier tower rush here. Tough to defend this. Tim, he has chemistry. What is his army numbers? Okay, he has 35. And we have 13 here for Vivi. Both of them are imp, so maybe could get something rolling. Completely blocking that map control at the right hand side though, and now a big raid into the gold again. Could see some conversions against it though. Two conversions here. Gets a third one. Okay. Now more Imperial camels coming over. He's getting up to 4. Maybe some ram attack here at the left hand side could be nice. Tim now switching into Harbour attack. We might need to see Lyx attacking for some Chukunoos. Maybe even a 50cc. Could be on the menu. Yo paid all the stone now to Lyx. Makes a lot of sense. Think Chukunoo numbers really need to rise. Has one castle for now over here and really controlling the right hand side. Mr. Yo moving out and getting some more gold control for himself. Yo raiding quite nicely. The what?
Food.
Eco of Mr. Tim. That's 1 TC down, and well, more harassment here at the left hand side, and that's what I told you. Indians completely untouched, only one stable, went for 2 extra TCs and just got the big boom rolling. Tim didn't really do a lot of damage there with all his Arbalest, and now they're getting so much pressure against them. Maybe they feel, okay, Lyx is slinging here, and if we can stabilize, we can maybe play a bit more cost efficiently in the long run. If we can get onto enough halberdiers, but well, all those barracks were shut down, no real halberdier upgrade for them, and just heavy raids here. The F sounds comes when, like when lips are whistling. So, food. Food. Ah, okay, now it sounded right. Yeah. Okay. Chukunoo is now easily clearing up all those halberdiers if they wanted to engage, but I think they will just go back and, well, still some conversions here. Imperial camels, they are just staying so active. Look at that, roughly 75% of the map control is clearly on the side for the SY boys. And after losing the first Arabia, they are winning the first 2 home maps. And SY, they are putting themselves in quite a comfortable position here, winning their own and their enemy's home map. I just feel Britain's was a horrible Civ choice. And yeah. Maybe we see it an easy win with the Indians in another map, but this one was just so off. Okay, game took 2.5 minutes longer than I thought, but as I said, Indians completely untouched in the back, 1 stable into some more stables, into Imperial camels, just boom away. That's the dream of every player, untouched and raid everyone. So easy for Mr. Yo here. Incredible KD. Vivi couldn't really do a lot there, couldn't really wall off because Lyx just kept them open so nicely, and Tim's Arbalest couldn't really deliver either. G to the G. Yo, even getting 3 relics. Didn't really see that coming as well. Not too important. Okay, let's talk a bit more about pronunciation. Game number 4 and 5 are going to be Yo+Lyx and Arena. Okay, let's see. Now I have a personal message. The best feedback I once got was even someone giving me some timestamps. Like really saying, okay, you said it here this way and you said it here this way, and it should always be the first way or something like that. And that could really help me out as well. Sometimes it's small things like in the old days I see said Elite mango dice, but the E is silent, the second one. Yeah, so it's just Elite mango die. So we will take a 2-3 minute break. Other casters are getting tired. It's weird, they are getting tired in between games. I'm getting tired during the game. Weird stuff. Delete mango die. Let's see what Tinder says. Oh, new match. Actually on Bumble, not on Tinder. Bumble is basically Tinder. Oh boy, hello. Don't I know her? Weird. Okay, who are we? Okay. Do you have a bet with Jordan? Archipelago. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Happily, it's out of the map pool. How do you pronounce Archipelago? I even tried to type it somewhere. Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Archipelago! Are you kidding me? Oh god, I was so off.
Archipelago. 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 Archipelago.
Sick! That was so bad by me. Hallelujah. Archipelago. Okay, now one is sending me again.
Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Oh, that's the US version is so weird.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. He's like changing the speed in the word.
Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Okay. So I was super off. Oh god. Archipelago. That's funny.
Archipelago.
Okay. Today we are learning. Okay, I missed some stuff here. What is Bumble? Basically Tinder, but she has to write first. Not that I wouldn't write first, but just, yeah, bigger pool. Mispronounced grinder. Glocken. If you want some pronunciation lesson, hit me up. I live in Hamburg and study linguistics, writing a BA about German dialects in Central America. I will message you now. Hi. Absolutely. You are the guy I'm searching for. The big problem is I still have retainers in, right? So I pray that I will get them out this year. I don't really see that coming though. And after that I will just be so much freer. If you want some pronunciation, I live in Hamburg and study linguistics, writing my BA about German dialects in Central America. Sick. I will write you later. I have retainers as well, no problems. I have them inside. Most people have retainers outside. So it's constantly hitting my tongue. How to the English 2.0.2 with Nilly. Didn't know that we were that wide. Archipelago. Now I'm in a better mood. Mood I meant. I subscribe to PewDiePie? No. I saw one single video of his. Actually, pretty, not that long ago. They're not removable then. I hope, like not at the moment. I hope I will get them out within the next month. Why do they even have spelling competitions in US if you can write it all, you can spell out anything really? I'm really good at pronouncing Q as well. You know, the word Q. I know exactly what to leave out and what to say. Can you pronounce anti disestablishmentarianism? Anti-establish. Oh god, that's a good one. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Oh boy. Okay, let me do it on my own. I didn't know that English had that many long words. Or such long words. I will show you the game, guys, while I try to read stuff. Here. View log, arena. It's boring anyways. Is that a word? Are you sure? The this is too much. So let's do it backwards. Mentorism. Establishmentarianism. Oh no, that's too tough for me. You win. This looks like Naval stream, somewhat, right? Break the words down. I tried. Why is it best of 5? Because China A and China B, they wanted to decide who advances in the round of 8 with the longer series. Best camera work by me? Oh, let's take a look. We know there's a steal. Can we block it off? We are in the point of view of Mr. Yo. Building a house, dropping some more food. Are we giving this up? The board is getting stolen. Why is he going back, honestly? Huh? Oh, it was just the boar of Lyx. And he's getting it now. Okay. No one to have the cursor here, right? And we can switch through players a bit. Ah, but no, it doesn't really work, right? Viewlog only works with the first one? Really? Yeah, it's a bit better. Can see every click. Huh. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Something like that. I can pronounce some long German words. At least. Ah. Did Sebit? What is that? I think that's something of the past, right? Very old thingy. By the way, we're having Spanish and Koreans here, and Lyx. He will play a tower rush against Vivi+Tim and Vivi with Mayans. So take a look, and oh boy, this is going to be a tower rush against the Mayans. So he will leave the Slavs player alone. Ah, something like that. Donau Dampfschifffahrtsgesellschaftskapitän. Ja. Flugzeugträger Außenlichtbeleuchtungsreparateur. And I think one of the, like, actually German words of the last year were something like Fleischetikettierungs-Mindesthaltbarkeitsdatumsgesetz. Or something like that. Can you pronounce the longest English word? Oh, that's a tricky one. I don't really know why you tried to make me look like a fool on stream. I thought I was good enough doing that on my own. Didn't really need some help. Oh, no defensive house here by looks. That's so bad. Maybe we can just block this off with one house. Actually, you shouldn't never build a house. You should always build a palisade. That's why Lux should build a house here, and then only start his tower. This is a misplay. Tower hop? Well, not with a house here. That's bad by Lux. Because it's fun, you speak very good English. Thanks, I guess. He should make a market inside. Well, if he has enough wood, right? He didn't have enough wood. So market kind of forces you to send a lot of villagers on board. The house is fine normally. Blocking stone, blocking some gold. We have defensive gold for Vivi though. And where's the second stone? On the outside. They scout this. At least Mr. Yo can give some info now. So, Tim should be the one deciding this game. What did he play? Oh boy, this is a sling build-up. So he now goes heavily into stone, I believe. At least he should. So Tim is slinging Vivi here. The deer blocked the market. Well, if you try to build the market, the deer will just run away. And Tim paid stone now. Market blacksmith. And he will just build a defensive castle here. Will get access to all his resources. I think that will be fine. No, eagle coming out. I tried to snag a villager, but Lyx on his toes. Oh, what are those up to? I feel like they want to go for an engagement. Your scout not really around. Tries to go for some fighting here. Sends over some more villagers. Eagle coming around. And that opens that area quite heavily. As a slinger? That's risky, my friend. Yo with Kong's aggressive castle. He will just wreck Tim here. Unless he gets a lot of walls up now. But honestly, palisade walls and house, that won't be enough. This is just, I don't want to say dumb, but I think a non-optimal play as a slinger. He won't have any army. He will be easily broken. He needs a stone wall. Tim, you're normally so good at this. And now it only has 85 HP. Weird. Really weird. Aggressive castle from Yo here. Maybe they should switch into Lyx slinging Mr. Yo now, so that he can get the castle up quite quickly. Maybe the question is if he can go to Imp pretty quickly. Defensive gold for him, quite nice. Second of Yo. What's he going for? Goes for Kongs first. No rush to Imp. Makes a lot of sense. Defensive castle is somewhat where we expected it. Could actually reach it. And Tim, he just needs to invest so much into this defense now. Who can say the biggest number? In English, that would be pretty low for me, but in German, I think I'm... yeah, I think I can say one with 26 digits. No. 29 digits. Yeah, I think I can go to 29 digits. Like 29 nines is the biggest number I can say in German. Oh, Google. Haha, exactly, yeah, 100 zeros. Oh boy. Yeah. Maybe that could have been the bigger number. Let's take a look here. 13 HP on that. Oh, maybe the villagers just could have sniped some down, but oh god, those are in now. And what did I tell you? Killing the slinger. He actually didn't sling that much, and he is kind of out of it. Where is the plumes? Now coming over. Trying to help a bit, but need to run through the towers, and 3 conquistadors are just enough to one-shot the villager if all 3 bullets hit. Tim going down to 26 villagers. His KD 1 to 12 at the moment. Mr. Yo 11-0. Might even get 3 villagers over here. Sees those. Yeah, we'll just snag those 3 villagers and then... Can he send just more? Oh yeah, he can. Trust me on that. Tim up though. So the advantage isn't that ridiculous. Tim now with Carnage and Castle Age. So he will make a pop 20 Castle Age sling with a Siege Workshop as a defense. Guys, don't do this at home. Bot can help bring out a bit. All those arrows. What a terrible game. Why? Infinite. That's a very good number. Looks not slinging. Goes for a castle drop most likely. These are some scouts. Just tries to get in from over here. Can just easily break it as well. Plume's trying to find some entrance, but don't really get any. Palisade and house here, no other holds. Villagers are coming over, and that will just be an aggressive castle here, most likely. Vivi going up to Imp, and he is showing that petard. But might get back to the castle. No, got sniped from a conquistador, and that means the plumes won't really do much. And actually, well, I will take that back. We get at least 1 conquistador. But I still feel like Vivi potentially can win this game alone. He has 45 villagers. He's on the way to him. We'll just get a trap out. Yeah, he's playing 1 TC, but still. Tim, he won't get defeated. And Yo, well, he only has 2 TCs running for himself as well. Koreans won't get super crazy. Oh, might he get defeated? Oh, maybe. Just feel those plumes will do enough. Are those wills up too? Trying to get home apparently. Oh, he sent exactly 2 because only 5 can fit into this tower. And Yo, I think he needs to run a bit. Can't really fight down those villagers just yet, once the as long as the plumes are still around. But cannot do much against ballistics as well. And now up to him. What's the plan of Mr. Yo? Should see an instant trap in production here. Phew, what a wild game again. And arena team games, they can be interesting for sure. Pop 20 now for Tim. Did delete his TC. Did he not know that he was in Castle Age? And that you can build second TCs without deleting the first one? Didn't push his deer either. That's so weird. What was that? Weird. Okay. So, Mr. Yo, he's on the way to Imperial. What is he checking towards? Has 3 TCs for himself, 53 villagers. Overall, very, very low eco. Only 1 TC still for Vivi as well. We have 2 TCs for Lyx, who's now slinging Mr. Yo, who is staying on Kongs. I think he should switch into Cavaliers / Paladins, and that's indeed what he's going for. Villagers trying to get into the tower potentially. Maybe just getting all the kills here. And goes back. Plumed Archer, just such a beautiful unit. Top load? I don't think so. I think that was intentional, but not clever. Mr. Yo, heavily housed now. Where are we building some? Okay, here. He needs to get his stuff together though. He was trying to intercept some, maybe can get 1 or 2 villagers. Mind the trap a bit, but no, he will just lose all his conks. Showing bloodlines without any upgrades. 4 stable for him, forging. I think the +4 defense would have been more important here. Elite plumed archers for Vivi though. 53 villagers. Only 1 TC still. So weird to see this happening. Okay, looks at 2 TCs. He slings the guy. Actually saves the villager. Bought himself a bit more time. Now the focus switches on another stone wall. 4 stables, probably not enough. Way more resources here for SY team, but it just feels like Plumed Archer should just get all the kills in the world here. Military numbers 7 at the moment to 26. He just moves out with the knights, tries to go for the traps in the back, forces them back. Quite a nice move here. And that's just some intubation. Maybe he just could have walled behind here as well. And now it shows his unit choice, but still, just killing those traps buys him so much time. Will he even get one? Seems like it. Good job by him. What are those dots? Okay, just random stuff. 3 TCs now for Lyx, and well, that trap will survive. Spearman should clear this up for sure. University, weird placement. Cavaliers filling those walls behind, and I think Yo, he will have a hold here. Moneycam needs to be deleted, otherwise Vivi could have had a perfect positioning here. And those Cavaliers, once they close down the distance, they are doing quite a fine job. 1 ram alone, clearing up a bit here. And trying to break through again. Oh god, that's so many villagers going down though. He doesn't care about the Cavaliers at all. Suddenly looks the guy, the highest population. 3 TCs for him. Funny. 34-minute game on arena and the highest villager count is 66. Let's do the math, guys. We have 110 population and 100, more like 30 population. So technically it should be better for SY, right? And well, he's moving out now. Let's take a look. That's quite a bit, and we don't have Halberdier attack. Looks only now with horse color as well. Those pikemen not with the greatest damage output for sure. Was that try to build a castle up? Looks like it, and Yo, oh, not really the engagement of his dreams. That's going to be tricky. That castle in the front. Even text for paladins. That's a ballsy move. Four stable. Now he cancelled paladin. Now he attacks paladins again. What is that? Ay. What a weird arena map. Well, actually, all arena games have been very good this whole tournament. 2v2 arena can be interesting for sure. Also, like the last 2v2 clown tournament was also quite entertaining. Goes for skirms now. Goes for chemistry. Don't tell me he is attacking for hand cannoneers. That would just be weird. Maybe bombard cannons to buy some more time. I think skirms is just so much better, yeah. Okay, that house will be broken eventually. Those cavaliers not really getting a lot of stuff done. Well, got maybe 6-7 villagers. Keeps him small, so maybe actually that's worth something. How is Yo's gold looking? Okay, he still has a lot of stuff left here, right? Yeah. So not that important, and still has some left here, yeah. So he's fine for now. Can maybe clear this up quite quickly. Let's take a look. Looks. Tries to debate a bit here. Ballistics now for Yo. Bracer as well. His skirms will actually do quite an okay defense, I believe. Cavaliers were about to come over. There's one bombard cannon added here. Lovely stuff. We'll kill that TC. Paladins are now moving in. I think Yo and Lux, they got this. Yo will lose his starting TC, but we'll get a defensive castle up. We'll have enough skirmishers. Just needs more houses. Seen that not the first time in this game. She didn't build enough. Now gets the kill against that TC. Bombard cannon, I think, needs to run around. Maybe it might be even faster to break the walls. Yeah. What is that mill? Does he think, okay, well, that castle, no problem for me, I will just continue farming. Sling continues and will only get stronger. 100 villagers now for Lux here. He's continuing to produce stuff, and bombard cannon will just take care of that last. Oh. Let's just say of that TC. Halberdier attack now for Vivi. Did we just see a big engagement? Miss something? No, it was more of a miss move. And oh boy, Lux, he doesn't want to keep this open. Oh god, that was just horrible for him. The Halberdiers are on the wrong side though. And oh boy, this is just brutal. Those plume archers, they will get some kills done for sure. Skirmisher numbers, not too scary here, and they need to go back. Luckily for Lux, those plumed archers aren't accompanied by all the halberdiers, so the paladins going back can just clear this up. But oh, look at that, he even leaves one paladin. Didn't pull all of them because he feared that the bombard cannon might go down. Nice quick defensive tower by Lux. He will be safe, but more plumed archers are not coming over. SKL Zone, thanks for your prime 2 month, and Whiskey Yankee 1329 with the prime as well. Is he killing the petard? No, he's not. So more halberdiers can go in, but the push over here, unstoppable. More traps moving forward. That's a second castle going down. Skirmishers doing quite some damage. Still Tim with pop 30. Cannot really deliver too much. And Lux, he will just get some towers up. Has enough TCs as well. He shouldn't really die against only plume halberdier. Meanwhile, that bomber cannon is still doing some work. It seems like this push is completely stopped. Combine the villagers, guys. 185 against 98? Not that much. Tim is removed completely. It's not looking too great for him, right? Some Halberdiers are coming over. We'll clear up the bombard cannon though. Skirmishers being sent, and we'll clear up the raid of Vivi here. This seems GG indeed for the SY team, and they might go ahead 3-1 in this series. Oh, well, ambitious traps here at the front. I don't really know what to cast here, it's just over. Patterns moving forward here, skirms following this up, we have another aggressive castle, traps moving forward. Yo can get back onto his third gold spot, skirms to defend all this. At the other side, well, Tim is just trying to somehow survive. Fortified wall by Lyx as well, he will be completely safe. He's continuing to sling. Vivi still didn't really boom up, he's still playing this on, okay, well, he added a second TC, but villager numbers are as if he was playing on 1 TC. And, well, gets pushed away from 2 gold spots. This is so over. Yo even went for the coinage upgrade now to maybe sling Lyx up as well. GG, 3-1. And what a fun game, but some screw-ups by Tim to open those walls here. I think the defensive towers behind there were a bit better, some more stone walls. Those Kongs just did way too much damage against him. And then Vivi's 1 TC play, I'm not sure about that. I also just feel like Tim going castle edge didn't really make a lot of sense here. There's Vivi's castle, back here. Achievements. All the kills in the world for Mr. Yo. Tim, well, he got 2 as well. And got all the gold. How much sling did we get in the end? Tim gave 5k, Lyx gave 11k, so that's a big difference as well. And Lyx, he and his tower rush, so annoying. Next map will be Ghost Lake. Game number 5.
Archipelago.
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 Vivi+Tim, indeed. So I'm hungry, guys. I will eat some. I hope that you still stay with me, though, and can ask some questions and I can answer them with a full mouth. Crossack will have a message for us.
Glad I caught you today. Great casting, man. Keep it up.
Thanks. I'm usually not available when you're streaming. Always have to watch videos on YouTube. Glad I caught you today. Great casting, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Crosshack. 7 months of support. How can I zoom out that much in AE? It doesn't work for me. What is your desktop resolution? That's the maximum that you can zoom out. For example, you can just click on options, and here I can select 1080p because that's the maximum that I have at my monitor at the moment. Gout Castle, I was ready with the 2 as well, but didn't even need to go for it. We have millions for Mr. Yo. His teammate Lux is playing persons. Tim with Berbers and Vivi with Spanish. And a stolen boar. Quite yummy. Let's take a look if we see some interruption here by Vivi. What does he see? Doesn't see the boar, but should know that it's somewhere around here, right? Isn't expecting it here. Not really getting there. And Yo just running around. Berber Spanish? Isn't that a weird composition, guys? Feels like double scouts, right? Normally want to have one archer civ, one scout civ, maybe later knight crossbow, but like Get Wobbly in a HD, you can't zoom in or out? That's not true. They have the same features, I believe, when it comes to that. Berber Archer into Camel Archer? Yeah, but then you have a Spanish player who's just going scouts into knights without any bonuses. And you're wasting like the Berber cheaper knight advantage. Well, Lux is just playing a solid pop 20 scout opening here. Can adjust screen resolution on Wobbly but not in HD? What? We cannot change the resolution in HD? Okay. Well, he wanted to zoom out anyway, so it's limited by his resolution. Anyways. And HD will always launch in desktop resolution. Okay. Didn't know that. Oh, big walls here. Looks like some team walls from SY. Never seen that before. Man at Arms here. Oh, not Man at Arms. My bad. This will be Drush FC. Into probably Plumes. Big walls for sure. Stable now and Mr. Yo. What can you do? What map is Arena? It's basically Arena with E, but you have double the HP of stone walls in Dark Age and Feudal Age. So it's basically the Arena version before Wololo Kingdoms. Or maybe even before the Forgotten. It's Arena of AOC. It's Arena. No. It's not a pleb word for arena. It's two different maps. Okay, and now some forward against the guy who isn't well prepared and indeed wanted to play Drush into Plumes and won't really get that rolling for himself. Oh, that needs to be some quick walls. I think he even should prepare a second layer. Shouldn't really be happy with that. Stone walls from Lyx here as well. Okay, they really feel like they are good in Castle Age. Oh boy, that's quite some investment. Is he even on stone? Oh no, it's Mayans bonus. Okay, but still, those are some big walls. What? How is he affording that? Am I confused, guys? Maybe I am. Well, Lyx will be completely walled. Tim is trying to squeeze in with some stuff, but Lyx, he just checked. Okay, we are completely walled. Some more walls behind here, and Mr. Yo, without a single farm, he's maybe going into some archers. Marion team bonus, I know, but still. He didn't even invest his full 200 stone and walled the map completely. Like, that's just sick. Will there be a World Cup game after this one? Maybe, but I won't cast it. Oh, maybe actually breaking through here. There might be Austria against Canada, but I think it's without Leary, so it should just be a very easy 3-0, and I have zero interest in casting it. It's actually coming over with the scouts, trying to defend a bit more here. Yo, is he still trying to make this FC happen? Without a single farm, without being on deer, I want to say, but he is on deer. Without being on extra sheep, I meant. I think you should also go for the stone gate here instead of the palisade gate. Should have enough stone. Is he not continuing to defend this? Maybe defensive tower could help. Can also see maybe Vivi trying to attack Lyx a bit. One villager going down here, and indeed one defensive tower now. Oh boy, do we see? No, quick wall won't finish. Oh, but he let the villager live. Interesting. This looks good for Frantic, guys. The move out over here. And yeah, Lyx with zero answers to this. Invested so much. And he is heavily on stone. Okay. Oh, can I finish the quick walls here? Even if he does, the tower is coming. Hoi, I think Frantic got this. Oh, defensive tower though. Thought it was just palisade wall defense. Maybe some tower aggression now. And maybe gets one or two villagers here even. Looks with a solid hold so far against this aggression. I thought he'd completely die. But gets a villager, didn't lose more than one scout. Gets his tower up, but might lose his tower regardless. The 2v1 here. Yo now up with 24 timing. Walls a bit behind this. Completely gives up his TC. Some walls at the left hand side and will get tricky. So Yo really needs to carry. Those villagers, well, they are just doomed. They will always die. Maybe they leave the walls and try to run while the scouts are debating a bit. Maybe it's just waiting for this tower to finish. Then move out and try to jump into the tower. That could be a good option. Because this way he's obviously always dying. What is he trying? Okay. Well, that was 0% of saving a villager. Tim even up to castle this way. Oh, the Rush is still alive. Didn't really catch that. Oh, ambitious villagers are ambitious. And let's take a look. Can 1 or 2 go down? Looks like yes. Okay, what are we seeing from the players? Tim, second stable, so that would simply be knights, and more villagers on stone from Vivi. So will be Conk Knights against Plumed Archers, and what is Lux up to? Bloodline Scouts. Oh, do we really need to take this engagement here if we are Lux? Oh, we have all the upgrades on our scouts, so yeah, maybe we need to. Doing a lot of damage. Tower from behind her is helping out as well. Lost some villagers, lost all our scouts. Maybe could have cancelled bloodlines, but then we might have lost the fight. And oh god, ungarrisoned a bit too early. Maybe could have gotten 1 more villager kill here. And a nice hold so far. I think this is the spot where Lux needs to sling. Sounds weird, and indeed he is doing that. Slinging Mr. Yo now on probably mass plumed archers. Builds an extra TC as well. Should be fine. I have to admit, Frantic is way stronger than I thought they would be before ECL, especially in team game. Well, before ECL, Vivi was still in SY. So, obviously. Only, I believe, before the first event, Vivi switched over to Frantic again. And then I really feared for SY. Like Lux, Paladin, Jinghua. Jinghua actually wasn't in SY. I thought like, oh god, they will just die. But Yo performed incredibly well. Paladin was prepared and Lux really showed some good performances as well. That was more surprising to me. I felt like Tim Vivi combination together with Happy Happy. I expected a lot from them. After Vivi was there, obviously. Vivi, where's your castle? Is he building one? So we have palisade blocking everything. Hmm? He's not building a castle apparently. Oh, Wixie. Okay, I thought that was Conquistadors with all the stone he had. But he pulled villagers away and it's just going for the boom. Or 1 extra TC, double stable. So they're just going both of them going double stable. Okay. Not my favorite army composition. Knights plus knights. Are we not going for a lot of upgrades? Well, okay, Bloodlines now finishes. Plumes, they need to make something happen. And Lux, he is trying to wall this up. I think this is a game for Frantic. Oh boy, so big walls needed. Not even on gold, he just continues slinging. This might be a breakthrough, and even if he holds, you know, this is arena, not arena. So 900 HP on those walls. The breakthrough will happen pretty quickly. A ram, a mangonel, massive amount of knights. Impossible to be completely walled here. For long. Largers cannot really come over as well. Those villagers, if he had them here now and could just build a defensive castle at this spot, I would say, okay, they have a chance to defend. But, well, they're so far away, it's not really going to happen. Maybe the scouts sneaked around to kill the mangonel could be an option as well. Lux is just so good at buying time. This is such a big area. But Lux knows, okay, if I let them in, the game is over. If I can delay them, I will give my teammate a shot. And Yo with the castle. Well, could have been up quite some earlier. Some Archers. +2 attack on the way to Imp now is Mr. Yo. Has 3 CCs running for himself. Most villagers. Let's take a look if he can continue to defend here. Goes for an unfortunate wood line. Maybe some stuff in the back here. Actually, Vivi has a sneaked will. This guy's just so crazy. Walt's finished here. And Walt's finished behind here. Maybe? Maybe? Don't tell me you can get those walls up. The knight here is blocking. Let's take a look. Can the villagers right click this? Not really, no, he tried to, but that would have been so sick. One sneak villager still. Oh boy, that would have been so sweet if they were trapped in here. Oh god, the Mangonel now dying as well. He could have walled them in here. That was a bit too greedy, maybe. First villager walling this area, second villager walling this area. Would have been GTO. But obviously impossible to decide on that spot every single time. Almost as good as converting a full transport ship. Yeah. Or converting a transporter with the king on it. Oh, Mr. Yo. Actually, the split was bad for him. Not a lot of resources to get onto Bracer. Tim on the way to Imp as well with the same villager amount. That will just be mass knights for sure. And those berbers, they can really produce them. Trust me on that. Aggressive castle here. And those walls will fall after all. Elite plumed archers though. That's quite early. After the time people really struggled to get it to elite plumed archers for quite some time. Quite an expensive upgrades for the normally very low eco of the Marians. Nice positioning here, gets Bracer, clearing up all those towers. In the long run though, Spanish Strait will carry. Camel Archers performing okay against plumed archers as well. But Yo, maybe he can make something happen. He's still lacking seeds though. Has one trap for now. What can he get rolling for himself? Where is he attacking? Okay, against Vivi. Ooh. Solid micro here. Getting two monks as well, a villager. Now want to see the aggressive cast and then he can start trapping. In the meanwhile though, some moves here against, again, the Fuelate Stonewalls. The one Paddock alone is eating them alive, and even that Paddock says like, I was supposed to kill some walls. Why are there no walls anymore? And sneaky stable in the back from Vivi. Adding some of the knights, actually not really needed. Tim going for the +4 defense, and Cavaliers. He is playing such a nice series here. And yeah. The game kind of feels over again, but it's also Marians in Imp. Trying to make something happen. Range of Gate Pyres. Getting some knight kills. Early on. Traps over here, very unprotected though. Those... Aye. Knights will get the trap kill here for sure. Cavaliers in the back. Oh god, that's overchopped. There will be some dead villagers here of Mr. Yo for sure. Nice positioning as well, so that villagers cannot jump into the GC, will be stuck first, and you see how many villagers died there instantly. 84 villagers now, this sling continues, shouldn't be the most important thing though. Yeah, those plumed archers are still strong, but if you're losing all your gold income, it just gets more and more tricky. The sling and Fuelate, not that strong either, and well, we still have some more Stonewalls in the back. Lux is doing the best out of the situation, but Yo, Just not really defending too well at the very start here. Let them in, and then with his defense, let Lyx die, forced into slinging, and maybe this wasn't the map to just FC on Yo. Was way too big, all this big area. Look at how much they needed to wall. I don't think that this was the best option on this map. But sometimes you need to force stuff. This time it didn't work out. Well, also far amazing how these guys don't break under such pressure. Yeah, that's so good by Lyx, and how good they are with buying time for their teammates. It's really good. Sneak will build something, I think, nice coming from behind into Lyx. Yeah, but that didn't matter that much. What about a gate-based event for NAC2? Fun day. What do you mean? T90 back to 2K. Let me check his profile. What's my password? Okay, this one. Who does he play against? 30th of November. Against Ask and Resk. 1960. 1788. Okay. That was it. Teams were allotted randomly here. China A, China B seems more like semifinals matchup. It was designed to have as many different teams as possible. For example, the 20 Argentinian teams all face each other in the first rounds. Oh, we're actually in the game. Didn't even realize, because I was checking T90's profile. How many Argentine teams? Like 20. I think it's Argentina R. RSTU. So like 19, maybe 18, something like that. Argentinian teams, something like that. Yeah. Okay, then let's jump into game number 6 here, which will be played on, drumroll, Valley. Okay, so our decider could be Rift Island if we get to it. Valley, the WC version apparently. So we can get a lot of deer, we can get a lot of swordfish, but players apparently building themselves up first with the boars. No one really going into the center early on. Quite surprising to me. Distance a bit longer than on Rift Island. Let's take a look. Army compositions. We have Mongols and Franks for Frantic. On the other side we have Ethiopians and Berbers. Tiv picks that I like a bit more than the last one. Rift Island is game number 7 if we get into it. What is the pirate's favorite team? Ark. What is flying in here?
NAC2 great again.
SC Brand, thank you so much for $50. You see the donation goal moving, and I will queue up 10 more push-ups for you. Thanks so much. And I'm trying to SC2 Brand, trying my very best. Some walls here for Yo, so he's completely ignoring the center apparently. If I look at those walls. Okay, goes for berries and deer here very far away. And Lyx, he probably will play this a bit more aggressively. What's the favorite, the pirate's favorite element? 1 week after NAC will be full-time push-ups, good luck. Well, NAC won't happen in December, right? I might have a different challenge for February. I already will have a different challenge for January. Or maybe none, because I will travel for 10 days. Or maybe even more. Not too sure. Can I be away for 10 days from my stream? Piratium? Argon. Ah. Gold. Okay. What is the favorite letter of the pirate? You might think it might be R, but actually, pirate likes the C. You got that one, right? You got that one. Best of 7 in China in the middle of the night. Nice. Well, it's recorded games, so they won't care too much. German humor. I actually have a good German pirate joke as well. Might need to tell it tomorrow though. According to 290, you will lose every single of your subs and followers if you do not stream for 10 days. I think it doesn't really make sense to hate 290 that much. Please pronounce C more like S. Okay. Sant. Okay, let's focus on the game a bit more for a change again. Oh, some aggressive move from Tim. Never seen that before. He is playing the Mongols and not a military building, I wanted to say, but then I see the stable, and that will be Spearman, Scout Aggression, and Lyx. He has not a lot of ideas about this, or at least he sees it, but isn't really going for it. That Palisade war didn't even start yet. Spearman should focus down against the Scout, and that's Frantic. Playing the full heresy style here. Learning from the very best, apparently. And can we get that villager kill? Needs 5 more hits, so no, probably not. Look at how many HP all those villagers lost here. And he didn't get a single kill. Kind of sloppy focusing. And Lyx being pushed away from the center. We see Vivi going for the center quite nicely. Tim not really okay now with those villagers. You killed my mother with that mouse. Ah. I kind of need to repeat, remember that one. Oh boy. Quick walls need to be built here. Oh, luckily I was here to help out. Otherwise they could have gone in. Ah! Okay, let's run home. Now walls behind here a bit. Not really the walls he wanted to go for, obviously. And well, some aggressive moves here still from Tim. Military count, everyone between 4 and 6. Some scouts coming over from Vivi to join the party as well. Maybe they can do something together. At the same time, Yo, his men-at-arms. What else is he up to? Okay, 1 archer range for now. Didn't really wall that top though. Might be costing him quite a bit in the long run. And when did this series start? Close to 3 hours ago, right? Oh boy. Could be quite exhausting for them, and that's why we don't see longer series than best of sevens. Unless it's NAC. But I have some 10-minute maps included there as well, so won't force them too much. Oh, well, that's actually an interesting scenario. Trying to wall in, or trying to repair from the inside. That allows the 3 men-at-arms and the 1 spearman to squeeze through. Vivi now allowing well, some walls here, and that's enough scouts though to clear this up. Villagers should focus down against the spearman. And well, quite a funny move, but in the end, not too many losses here, and the clear up is done. Vivi, quite some more problems than he should have had, but in the end, okay. Yeah, he just right-clicked the palisade gate, I believe. You need to lock it and then hotkey repair. I think that's the way to go for it. Tim, quite ballsy move, taking all this stuff at the front, is completely walled over here, I believe. Let's take a look with the house. Yeah, that's a wall, tree behind here, as you can see now. So that's completely walled. Tim, not really the guy with holes though. So kind of what we expected. Vivi, well, he heard of some unprotected villages and came over to the rescue. This map is a valley indeed. This could still cost the game in the end. Looks Berbers, not really on stone. So that might just be knights from him. Makes a lot of sense with Ethiopian partner. Only 1 spearman, no fletching. Think I would have loved to see like 3 spearmen before he moves out here. He knows that massive amount of scouts are on the map. If you miss Micros 1, he kind of needs to go back even here. Lurks with his spearman. Can he take some better engagements? Okay, Tim now doing some stuff as well. Seems like somebody even adds 1 or 2 more spearmen. I think Lux should be fine. Archers now in the center though, and that might be some dead villagers here for Mr. Vivi. I have no idea why Tim is only at 30. Where's Fletching? Oh boy, Mr. Yo. That could have been 1 more kill. If he wasn't so greedy. Or if he didn't forget it. And soon we will see why I said I want to see more spearmen. Scouts might be coming back. Tim, what is he doing? Well, he is switching for mango dice for starters. Okay. So mango dice plus knights most likely. Absolutely love Luke's playstyle, so do I. I did an interview with Lux once and I told him that he was my favorite Spanish player in the entire universe. That was AOC times. Can ship go through middle? Well, I don't think so, no. You can pass like this, but you cannot go from here over here. You cannot really dock on this map anyways. If you want to see some ships in the middle, map number 7 might be something for you if we get that far. Oh, could be blocking that stone. Tim at 600 stone, 610 stone. Might have enough. Yeah, he will have enough to get a castle up. Nearly math. 670. Where is he building it? Tim! This shouldn't work. This should not work. Archers need to come out. Those need to come over. Where are they? MS Tang, 12-12. Thanks for your prime. He needs to send the archers. Defensive tower. Lurks by a stone. You see the castle. He's not reacting. He could have stopped that so easily. I think it will go up, guys. I think it will go up. No archers around. Yeah. Ah, that's brutal for Lux. Looks getting luxed, indeed. Oh, and now he has super protected food income here, can pressure the gold. It will be so tough to double. Well, Tim is still with 32 villagers, so I'm not really sure why he lost all of those. Was it all his forward? He lost 13 units already in this game. Okay, now with some more crossbowmen moving out, roughly 10 more villagers here for the SY team. Tim, let's take a look what he can do. Could raid Yo quite heavily here at the gold and woodline. He's going out over with the plumed archers, which is still an option. Fantasy here for Vivi. Can he rush this out in time? Feels like maybe not. Vivi, he either needs to pull all villagers or maybe wall behind this. This could be a disaster. And indeed, some villagers will go down for sure. This is looking pretty good for the SY team. Tim not going through the top as well. That was some dead villagers. Yo, does he even have ballistics? Looked like it. And they're just continuing to run through here. And it looks pretty good for the SY team here. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, even the event calendar stopped showing that I'm streaming SY against Frantic because I only added it as a 3-hour session, which we just broke. Pretty long series here. Some more here. They're just sitting here blocking that. See, other people would have tried to go for the kill and run around and kill some more. They could have done some damage, but this is just guaranteed easy damage here. I don't mind that decision at all. Oh, villager actually being saved here. What can the mango dice do? Even the builds a ram. Don't really see the merit of that. For that. Are knights and camels equally weak against monks? Well, actually knights are a bit better because you need 3 hits. I think with monks you need 5 hits. I think so. Yeah, if you have upgrades, it might be 4, right? Yeah, if you have both upgrades, it's 4. Otherwise, it's 5. And knights, as I said, 3 hits. No matter what the upgrades are. And that without conscription. Conscription? No, not conscription. Sanctity. My bad. Fun little hilly hole for this experts, indeed. But, well, Mangda is now around, can easily clear this up. Phew, walling tends to make people lazy in terms of internal anticipation. He should have seen the expos coming. Here? Well, they were knocking at the door. And, oh, what? Didn't even cast it to the end. I thought Tim was still pushing so nicely here that they were continuing, but, well, Vivi just in so many troubles here. And, well, they were behind 20 villagers each. And, yeah. Vivi not finishing those walls here made him pretty slow. Then the wave for wall fail here. Tim's aggression kind of shattered against Yo+Lyx. And yeah, nice doubling here. I also feel like Mango Dice, not really the best unit here if you are down 3-2 in a series. I think Crossbowman, maybe later CA, is clearly the better unit. That could have been already GG if that castle doesn't go up. Weird choices for sure. Love the initial aggression, but just too many losses, and what an entertaining series still. We have to all agree on that. G to the G. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, let's take a look at the bracket. So it will be China B now advancing, and they will play against Brazil. And the potential next series that I won't cast will be Canada against Austria, from what I heard, without Leary though. So it will be Clemenza LB10, not a competitive team, not a competitive series. If you want to see it streamed somewhere else, Demise Red, MemTV, T90 Official are casting in English, and Riverplation in Spanish. How happy are you about the ACL live streaming changes? Can you give me a link to that? By the way, if you want to see Norway against Ireland, probably the best series so far, you might want to check this out from my YouTube. Pretty good series yesterday. The Viper and MBL teaming up against Fianor and Melkor. How happy were you with the Masters? I think I didn't really get the effect I wanted. It was best of 7 because they felt it's the last match between two very good teams and wanted to have it. Yeah, best of 7 because it's kind of important series. Streaming policy: all games may be streamed live from player point of view and by live spectators. This interesting. I obviously knew that, but I didn't know that they announced it that early. It's really surprising to me. See our streaming rules. Let me read through that. Dear community, we wanted to make ACL the best. Best can possibly be, with easy viewing, transparency, and most of all, epic games. Chinese are allowed to stream their POV instantly. Interesting. The reason we're not implementing this sooner is because we don't want to cause any clash with MEM's KOT2 tournament, which was planned around the schedule for ECL. I heard it's also not to clash with NIC too, but I thought they'd do it a month later as well. Okay, well, I asked Zach how happy are you with viewer numbers, and he said he is happy. This post is kind of implying they weren't happy. Well, who wants to cast ECL now? Like, I don't want to cast Rex that I've already casted. Right? Hmm. Hmm. Now people think Zach is the hero of the community. Like if ECL had double the viewer numbers, there wouldn't be a change. I think they will lose heavy viewer numbers for Saturday now. You may want to get points for the live LAN. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But like, it's kind of clear who goes there, right? Who streamed the most. Zach won cast, so it's T90 me. Okay, then it gets tricky. It's 4 English casters, right? So the fourth guys are really fighting. They will lose 80% viewers for sure. Will be a lot, yeah. But you can only cast live, not Rex. So if somebody plays at 4 AM, you have to get up. ECL then covers the fair weather viewers who prefer the Saturday 14 GMT stream. Finally, could you send me the link from your tournament table, please? Exclamation mark brackets. Link to AoE zone ECL rules. AoE zone. I don't see the point of this change. Oh, it's massive. It's massive. The point is to get more exposure. At the moment they didn't have the high numbers they wanted. Oh, I need to start doing math now to see how to get to the finals. Well, will be interesting. How the match between SY and Frantic end? Oh, it's still running. 4-2 for SY. Is it even going to help them though? Apparently all numbers combined are more important than numbers on their own channel. (4-2), isn't that the end of the best of 7? Yes, it is. That's why this game is over. Oh god. I was hosting the game. How did the series go? You can read at the top. Score of Down and win someone, please. Exclamation mark bracket will help you out. How do you donate directly to NAC2? Just donate to your channel? Yes, indeed. And then you can see this one tiny thing move here. Oh god, what am I doing here? There, this thing. If you donate now, you will see the number grow. That's your chance. Sure, it's live, but it won't be prime time. Also a lot of downtime due to waiting, spec delay, and reset, etc. Yeah, that's the argument for the stream, right? The Saturday stream will still be quite nice. Honestly, I often watch VODs of games I know the score of. I know the matches are going to be.
NAC2 hype boys.
Cross-egg, thank you so much. Is that already added? I didn't look before. Should have checked that. How much was that? 25, right? Let me quickly check if Lyri is playing or not. He isn't, but we didn't lose 3-0. By the way, I can't spoiler that much. Well, so who is playing then? It's Canada against Austria. Yeah, well then he won a series with game with Sling. Yeah, not going to cast that. Not excited for that series at all. Yeah, I still don't want to cast them. Yeah, thanks. I realized that. So if beats at K. Of course, there's hype in the live factor, but it's not everything that's fun about watching AO2. True. So if BZK plays the Chinese teams at early morning European time, you will have to wake up early, or you could do it in whenever you want. I don't know. How I read the rules, I can do it whenever I want. Apparently I can only do it when it's live, but then I'm not allowed to let reruns roll. That would be interesting. I only hope that there aren't a lot of spoilers during the official broadcast. There will be, like so many people will know. Yeah, 5 GMT is bad for Europeans, obviously. It is about ECL and the change in streaming rules, yeah. There will be constant spoilers, you can't ban them all. Yeah, this is... What can you do? Like, subscriber only chat? Like, it's so easy for someone like the first stream will be just massive spam of like, are those Racket games? Haven't those been played last week already? This is just weird. Ban everyone. Okay. So I think I need to trash talk 10 more minutes to fill time for the VOD, guys. Actually, I can host T90 for you and just leave an empty stream. Doesn't look happy with the updates. I'm thinking about it, how it will change. It also... It's good for T90 that he has content during NAC2. What is going to be the first one there? ECL. Stages. 4v4 1v1 event. Stream days 23rd and 24th. That's the 1v1 event. Okay, so a lot of players are missing anyways. I like the recasting, some people do. But I doubt that you opened the thread on AoE zone and spammed and said like, I like how it is. But people who hate or disagree are often very loud. Level 3 only subchat? That would be funny.
Archipelago.
So 1v1s. Interesting. Will be Heresy against SY, Bazooka against Frantic, SY against VNS, and AM against Suomi. Might be an interesting stage. But the lineup will be pretty weak, right? Because I doubt that MBL, Leary, Nikov, Doubt, well, all of them might play, but they might just delay it a bit. I think there won't be a lot of streaming, yeah, during that time. What else did I miss? Aren't changes only coming into effect after NAC2? Like kind of at the start. Archipelago. The 7 people know that watch each other, only one actually plays the game. What about NHC3? I don't know, haven't heard of it. Can you tell me any info? So guys, I will send you over to T90 and yeah, if you want to see me eat for 5 more minutes, that's your option. I won't end the stream, I only host you. NAC3 will be hosted in Neely's Castle. Shouldn't it be Neely's Castle Cup then? I felt like the format ECL was really helped AU in that I offered a consistent way for AU to be represented to new viewers. Okay. Okay, have a great one.
Sure that everyone who's watching Noe's stream are aware of what we're casting here. We're casting Canada versus Austria in a best of 5. If my chat could throw everyone some salutes, welcome everybody to the stream. What we're watching right now, I don't know what you guys saw, but LB is full on tower rushing Slam. And it hasn't been the most successful tower rush, but what Clemensor can do is Clemensor can also hit Slam Stone. But Slam is prepared for this. He's walled up, he has Spearman, he's ready to go. Now, is LB ready to go? Is he ready to deal with Mentalist? Because Mentalist is coming in.
Wow, that's not true.
LB seems very exposed.
I talked about it for quite some time. Ideas for NSC Friday. Mick cards games and AoE. 3v3 let's play. Viper, Bacteria, and Tato against Imperial and what? 3v3 let's play. Viper, Bacteria, Tato, and MBL. That's already 4. Oh, well, that's actually an interesting scenario. Trying to wall it. That's a weird clip of me. Pole dancer. The beard experiment, 19 months.
Nilla beard experiment, Nilla kappa.
I'm not sure if you can see me actually at the moment, or if you just randomly subscribe. Would be weird. Like people, well, some people subscribe.
I wonder if LB will sling now. Is he slinging? I think LB might be slinging. Is he slinging resources to Commensor? What little resources he has? Sell the stone, sling the gold, maybe? Because at this point, their strongest player is behind Mentalist. So... what's the plan? Slam walling up. Slam will probably click up to the next stage soon as well. LB's nowhere close.
Oh, I'm really happy to take a good night's sleep here. Oh, I can do some push-ups for you for the VOD. Say 33. Let's see how many I can do. Let's try to go for over 20. Oh yeah, 25 without killing myself. Okay-ish. Oh. Maybe instead Austria 1 confirmed. That's how it works. Heresy versus BZK happening at the moment. I think we are over the time enough now, right? Or actually, I will just do 5 more minutes. Doesn't hurt to make it 3.5 hour VOD. I think I will mute everything now, though. Okay, I'm bored. VOD end now. Ending the video VOD. See ya, guys.